quite disappointed I failed. Failure is our theme today, so failure is good. Look at this room, man. I thought it would be packed. You know, everybody just packed in here. Just going, whoa, we got to see this guy. I failed. But failure is good. Failure is good.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you failed forward.
Yeah, that's right. Failure is a good thing. Thomas Edison was asked, how do you feel about, failing 1,000 times to develop a light bulb? He says, I failed 1,000 times. I just found 1,000 ways it doesn't work. I think that's cool stuff. Last week I gave a speech on football. Football players get to learn from failure every single play. Because sometimes they succeed and sometimes they don't. But they got to get back up, get back in the huddle, get on the line and play again. So failure is good. And I can't talk about all the things I was going to talk about because we're running a little late too. And the last time I did this, they took me out back and beat me up because I ran over time. So I don't want to do that again. So I'll start off with our dignitaries today. We'll talk about our different roles for anybody. I'm sorry, are you a guest?
I am.
Well,
I was here last week.
okay, all right, so you have a little bit of an idea of what goes on, right? Okay, we'll start off with our different roles, and we'll start off with our Wordmaster Grammarian, who is Amanda.
I picked out the word today, unprecedented, for us, just like this theme of the day is very unprecedented. Failure being a good thing might be an unprecedented way of looking at it. It's an unparalleled, exceptional, different from what has happened before. So if you use the word of the day, you can avoid having to put a quarter in our picnic fund. And I'll also be just watching for other expressive and unusual and unprecedented words coming up.
It's unprecedented for me to use the word of the day. I just put 20 bucks in there and be done with it. Okay, next up is our awe counter. Would you please tell us what the awe counter does?
Yes, I click for ers, ahs, you knows, so, and okays. So filler words in speeches and in everybody else's presentation. Is there anybody who doesn't want to be clicked? Okay, sounds good.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
And our timer.
Hello, I'm Gordon, and I will be keeping track of the different times for each of the speeches today and reporting the results for that.
Thank you, sir. And time so that we know who's within time, so we can keep track of that, so we can vote for somebody to win. So we're going to have a couple speeches. And our counter today is going to be Wendy.
Yes. The last minute I jumped in for this auspicious role to count the votes for our best speaker, if we have time, best table topics, and our best evaluator. And I am going to move seats because I should be sitting on one of the ends, so when we move around, we can get this done quickly.
Thank you, Wendy. Okay, so we can move on to the next part of our meeting, which is the part that everybody thinks Toastmasters is really all about. And for the most part, I guess it is. Today we're going to have a couple speeches, and the first one is to be giving us a true story from the Japanese fishing industry, demonstrating that innovation truly is right under your nose. She's given this speech to a large group of executives and their team, and she's hoping to practice here. She wants to continue working on getting it down to 5 to 7 minutes. So I look forward to hearing from Kim. Please help me welcome Kim. Failure, there were a few things that I looked up when it came to failure, and there were some pieces that were really pretty interesting that you've probably all heard. But failure means you had courage. There was one that had 7 reasons why failure is a good thing. One's courage. Courage in a lot of ways. Courage because maybe you failed to get back up again, or maybe courage because you got out there in the first place. There are a lot of people who never fail because they never get out there in the first place, so they're really failing to fail. They're failing to succeed as well. So that was just one of the things. And since Cliff is over here biting the bullet, just chomping at the bit, he wants to come up here so badly. We're going to have an event that we don't have all the time, and we don't have a lot of people, unfortunately, but please help me welcome our Table Topics Master, Cliff. reminded me, Bob Dylan said there is no success like failure, right? Is that it?
And failure is no success at all.
There you go.
Well, if you stop there.
Okay, we're going to vote for best tabletop, never mind. Look at the envelope. Never mind. Next part of our meeting is a very important part of our meeting. It scares the heck out of some people, but it really is the best part. How in the world are you going to improve if somebody doesn't tell you what they saw from their perspective, right? And we've got a very good conductor today. The general evaluator is Pendel. Pendel, would you please come up? Two speeches today, so we will hear singing. And I want to hear some more singing personally, so when you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
For anybody who doesn't know, he did that for a living for quite some time. And then all the women chasing him, his wife said, that's it, that's all. So, wasn't that it? I thought that was it. Okay, where the heck am I now that I've been so silly? General evaluator. Now's a big time for votes, isn't it?
I don't have the
Table topic.
So I got to stall. We need to continue the vote for table topics.
Consumer sports.
Or maybe do a word
Oh,
or something.
Oh, yeah, that little minor part. That's right. Okay. Like I said, I lost my place.
Rob, can you get that envelope for me, please?
It's going that way, isn't it?
Oh.
Or is it?
No,
Should
the
be.
wrong direction it went.
Has everybody voted?
Yeah.
Then I'll get the envelope.
Envelope, please.
We already established you can count, so
Yep.
you got that one down. Okay, so can we hear from our counter?
Well, your behavior was unprecedented,
Ah,
but I also missed clicks. I will admit it. Rob, you had a couple of okays, a couple of so's. Kim, you had a few so's that you relied on. Listen to me, I should click myself. Pendel, you had variety, okay, kind of, you know, but nothing was really egregious. And sorry for not clicking more.
Thank you. Mr. Manager, would you like to give your report from there, or would you like to come up here?
I will just give my report from here,
Okay.
if that's okay. I feel like we had an unprecedented amount of the use of the word of the day. Personally, I caught Gordon, Cliff, Rob, Kim, Janet, and Pendel. Anybody I missed? Yes. Yeah, I think you did too. Yeah, that's it. Great job. And the speakers both used very expressive language that I did not write down because I was so enraptured, but great job, both speakers. Awesome job.
Thank you, Mr. Manda. I think using the word of the day is the first chance you get. Throw it out. Okay, so now it is time for our vote counter. Are we ready?
We are. Well, it's not unprecedented that we finally get to vote on all three roles today, but it's not very often that we get to, so it's very exciting. We have three winners. The first winner for Best Table Topics goes to our illustrious Pendel. And for our evaluator, none other than our, was it second place winner you got this past weekend, Eric?
Well, you did get second place.
Eric?
Yes, but Amanda got second place in the evaluation.
Oh, you got second in humor, speech, and, okay. I'm assuming we're going to have an announcement about this. I have mine at my desk all in hanging up, but I haven't gotten any in a while, so I gotta work on that. I know. Do we get awards for best vote counter? How about our best speaker today? Joy, would you like to accept this award today? And that is it.
Thank you, dear. You say that. I'm an old-fashioned old guy. You know, what can I tell you? I come from an old time. Okay, I'm going to get out of the way. I don't really want to. But I don't have much more to say, and we got 3 minutes, that means I'm on time. So I'm gonna call our illustrious leader back to the lectern. Cliff.
Do we have the roster for next meeting? Did it make its way?
Never made it here.
I did
I'd like
see
to
it.
look at it.
Where did it get stuck?
Stuck.
I'm not trying to eat it, I should